What's good, everybody? Back for another episode of Top 5 Live. Y'all know what it is. Per usual, episode 155. Uh, and
Probably closer to 200.
yeah, right. I ain't that off. But yeah, Danny's out tonight for good reason. We got King Jess coming through. He just got some family stuff. He should be here in a little bit, but the show still will probably be abbreviated. Not even probably will be abbreviated tonight due to the presidential election, and there's just family stuff that people got to take care of. So uh, we will probably be getting off here at 9 or somewhere close to that. I think the debate starts at 9, and I feel like it is very important for people to at least pay some attention to this election and the debate, regardless. So I would definitely like to encourage anybody who's already watching, please, if you haven't been a part of the political process, please join that, regardless of which side you're on. Although I heavily favor, I feel like this should be a fairly easy one to call.
That's why I don't be watching half of these debates, man.
Yeah,
it's like, again, like I keep telling people, I'm gonna vote for an inanimate carbon rod before I vote for Trump. So I vote what's the point of seeing the debate? I already know the other side is crazy. We know Vance ain't exactly right in the head. So it's just an entertainment factor at this point.
I won't cap. Entertainment is definitely a driving force for me. But also being abreast of things for me is also important.
Of course.
Yeah, so that's also another reason. What's good, Kyron? That's also another reason. So
hey man, you gotta apologize to Kyron, dude.
Why?
Cause man, you
what I do?
You ain't tell him, man. We were supposed to do a different topic. And then you were like, yo, Kyron, you want to come over? Remember, we was going to do wrestlers. You're going to do wrestlers. And then
didn't we have that conversation in that thread, though?
No, we didn't.
Bro, we got like 4 threads now, bro. So I mean, it's like 4 or 5 threads. I apologize.
Kyron reached out to me. He's like, what? I was like, I'm sorry, brother, man. I thought you knew.
Well, I feel like that's racist. He didn't tell me. He didn't ask me.
He goes to the person with, the common sense.
Wow. Okay.
I didn't say you don't have common sense.
Yeah, whatever. Yeah, so I apologize, Kyron. I still very much so want to do that, but
I do too.
The draft episodes, Danny usually is handling the graphics for that and typing it in as we go. You know what I'm saying? So if he's not on the show, it makes it harder to do those.
So if y'all like drafts and you want us to do drafts and we're not, just blame Danny.
Correct. Absolutely. Lay that blame.
Lay the blame right
at his feet. 100%. Don't get it twisted though. I still want to do the wrestlers. So the idea was to do a draft we were trying to decide whether it was going to be to draft the best faction.
I think it should be organization. Like if you got an organization like WWE and you get to pick you're basically drafting to start your organization. Like which wrestlers are you drafting for that?
That's crazy.
I tried to tell you, man. Like,
he telling me out. He trying to tell the world that I'm a liar. Like, what are we doing here?
You just said that he goes to the truth.
What are we doing here, man?
Y'all goes racist. To the truth. Listen, man. You can't be upset about these things, man. People like me more than you. It's all right.
Wow.
I don't think that's debatable.
I'm not even touching that.
I'm well liked within the industry specifically. Everybody loves me. No, let me not say everybody. Let me not say everybody.
I'm gonna just let them talk, y'all.
I'm not gonna say everybody. I'm not gonna say everybody.
I'm not saying a word.
Bring that back. Nope.
I'm not saying
everybody. Not everybody.
Not saying
I can think of at least 3 people.
None of my beeswax. You know what I'm saying? spit,
I'll
bro.
Be quiet about that.
Spit, bro.
Take it back.
No, it's out there now.
Take it back.
Go off.
Hey, let me ask you, man. It's October,
and
we all know what October means. Scary movies.
Oh, yeah.
Halloween.
Yeah.
Any scary movies you interested in seeing this week? This month?
I don't know of any. What's good, Jess?
You're.
I don't know of any that I can think of that specifically are like set to come out this month. I can't think of any that I know that are set to specifically come out this month that are horror movies. I know I'm going to see Joker this weekend. I'm going to see Joker this weekend. Well, I might not.
I haven't even, I didn't even finish watching the first one. I was like, it was terrible.
I can't.
I was like, this movie is terrible. I am not wasting my money. I didn't even spend money on the first one, and I just stopped watching it.
Kyrie, you should have respected.
Movie?
Huh?
I heard that. I heard the first one was really good.
I like
it for me.
I didn't watch it. So I don't know, but I heard some people talking about it was good.
I liked it. The second one, I saw the IGN review and it was bad, and I was like, dang. But
they reviewed it.
Yeah, they gave it a 5. I was like, dang.
5 out of 10.
Yeah, but I will say I trust IGN's video game reviews far more than movie reviews. Like, I've trusted video game reviews. I will definitely look and see what they say on the video game. I look if I come across it on movies, but I trust it more on the video games.
I just feel like the movie is like, it doesn't care about anything in the comics. It's like, hey, I'm just doing this thing, and we're gonna slap Joker on it. And I'm like, all right, man, like, I don't get down with that. I still don't get down with that. I'm still one of those people that feels like you got to have some respect for the source material. I know a lot of people ain't there. A lot of people have let that go. I had a whole conversation about that. What were we talking about? Yeah. Oh, they were talking about the Green Lantern. Did you see that? So there was this thing that, y'all seen Rebel Ridge.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, the dude from Rebel Ridge, they were like, he should be Jon Stewart in the Green Lantern TV show.
Okay.
And then there were people like, oh, he's too light-skinned. Jon Stewart's supposed to be dark. And I'm like, guys, man, there's a black man. Let the black man play a black role. Don't matter if he's a little lighter. And then, folks started coming at me about colorism and all that nonsense.
I was about to say, I had a very long conversation when The Harder They Fall came out about exactly that. So
I'm like, y'all gotta let that go, man. We can't say this man ain't black enough to play play a black character. It's stupid, man.
Apparently they can. Look, bro, I see people complain about all types of things nowadays when it comes to movies, TV shows, stories, all that. At this point, honestly, even if you're being creative and trying to please people, just as long as you understand you're still going to fail, you might please a good number of people, but there's still some people that's going to hate just because they can. That is just unadulterated fact of the world right now and the internet, and that's just
seems so arbitrary.
I'm just saying that's what it is. I've seen it for far too long. I've seen it repeated over and over again and far too many things. People nowadays don't even need to know what they're hating on. If the right person tells them to do it, they'll do it. They don't need to ask questions. they don't need to know context. They don't need to read anything. And y'all know how big I am on context. I'm not even gonna get into that. Context matters a lot, but not in today's world. Again, to quote the crap out of Charlamagne the God, one of his sayings, people don't care about the truth when the lie is more entertaining. We are 100% living in that time period. So, when your imagination can create the reality versus what the clear reality is.
Yeah, Kyron's right. Kyron Peters on art. It's funny because
agreed.
Greg Elise, he posted about the conversation, and he was like, well, the creator of Jon Stewart wanted him to be a dark-skinned man. And I said to him, I was like, hey man, that's a slippery slope. If we start talking about what the creators wanted, then we're gonna have to take several steps back on some of these characters that got flip-flopped, and y'all was championing flip-flops for diversity. But if the creator created them that way, he wanted them that way. So I think, you can't have it, in my opinion, you can't have it both ways. You can't say we want diversity and then get upset at the type of diversity that you're given when it's that, when the like, it's like inches difference, like that man is literally like one shade lighter than me. He ain't that doggone bright.
Who you talking about?
The dude from Rebel Ridge. He ain't that light.
The guy that played in Rebel Ridge.
But
by the way, that was a good movie though. By the way, that was
it was all right.
It was a good movie.
It was average.
Damn.
It was pretty good.
It was entertaining.
Yeah,
entertaining.
It was, but it was
if
some
it's
holes
entertaining, then it's good.
There was some holes in the storyline that still didn't make sense to me.
Okay.
So,
I feel like you could. Honestly, that's another thing too. I feel like you could find plot holes in pretty much any story that you read, watch, whatever, or question that you want to answer that you didn't get answered. Yeah, that might just be specific to you. That's what I'm saying. Like it's in a lot of ways, it's hard to live in this world right now, especially because a lot of the criticism, the things that you used to get, not only do you get it instantly nowadays, but like legitimately, people just don't. People legit live to hate on things right now. And it's very sad.
And my question would be about the whole thing.
Yeah.
Does even Homeboy consider himself black? Because he's not American. Because he's not American. And most times, most people from the UK, British over in that area, they don't consider themselves black.
Very fair point.
So we're talking about this diversity, wanting a black character, blah, blah, blah. And we keep using that word. But he may not even put himself in that category to fit the diversity we want.
That is a very fair argument. Don't give me the line. I don't know. All I can say is I just, man, well, this is about a year ago. I was on this kick hard, and I really took a lot of flack for it. So I don't want to go back down that road right now. But I've been saying for a while, a few things. Context matters. I'll say that until I'm blue in the face. Context matters. I understand the reason why people believe that perception is reality. I get why people say that, but that's not
your perception is your reality. That's the actual term.
Your perception informs your reality, but it doesn't mean that it is reality. You know what I'm saying? Like
that's why I say it's your reality. Even if it's just at that moment, that's your reality. That it is what's going on.
Yeah, see that's what I'm saying. But to me, that still gives wiggle room where there shouldn't be some. You know what I'm saying? Like if there's,
well, I missed the conversation. What are you talking about?
The term that what's the proper term, Jess?
He said perception is reality, and I was like, it should be your perception.
Yeah.
Your perception is reality, and I think this got again the weird time period that we're living in. How you could get the term that we all know where it came from, alternative facts, fake news.
Excuse me.
Bless you. The Haitians eating pets. All these things come from this space of the world that we're in, that people feel not only entitled to their own facts, but excuse me, will fight to the death for those facts as well. Even if they could be verified that it's not a fact, that's when things bother me, because at that point, we're just in dangerous times. There's a lot of conversation to be had that we have time for tonight.
What's up, Ryan?
Excuse me. But there, to me, there's a very good conversation in just what me and Justin talk about right now. Like, because yes, your perception is your reality, possibly in a moment or whatever.
No, I mean, like if you think about like two people break up, right?
Yeah,
both of them have a perception of what happened, and then they both kind of adopt it.
And then, but there's also that's why people had another saying.
Like the truth is in the middle.
Another saying is, what I'm saying, there's two sides to a story than the truth.
But that's what I mean. But that's what I'm saying. Like that's the reality to that person.
But to them, to that individual person, that reality is whatever's going on.
Yeah.
To the other person, that reality is whatever's going on. Somewhere there's truth in there, but there can be, you know what I'm saying? There's truth in both sides.
It can
be. Somebody might just be completely delusional. But
I 100% understand what you're saying. I'm just saying that we live in dangerous times now because a lot of times, even on things that are that can be verifiably proven,
debunked.
That person still believes that they are entitled to their reality or their facts, and then they will also spread that thing as fact. That is dangerous.
Yeah, but that's not really perception though. That's like,
isn't it?
No, that's like. So I guess
they refuse to believe it.
That goes for like motive and all that.
Like it's like if somebody tells me something, like if somebody says to me, Morgan did this, but you didn't do it, that's just an inaccuracy that I know. It's not really my perception. It's just like I have the wrong information. Like it's not my reality. And especially if that person made it up. You know what I'm saying? Like if that person made it up, and they know it's made up, then it's not their perception of reality either. It's just wrong information, which is kind of like the Trumpers. The Trumpers have wrong information. Now, I'll say this, as a whole, it can kind of shape their perception. Like,
it does.
What I'm saying, that's what I'm saying. Like, it can shape it, but I also feel like it's just being, being uneducated. And I feel like there's a bit of a difference between being uneducated and your perception, but I guess it could be the same too.
I mean, we can even let's go from the other, I don't want to say extreme, but the other side of DT and Jussie Smollett. When he came up, fabricated this story. We all, I want to say we all, but it was a bunch of people that believed everything was going. Oh my God, this is the worst thing, right? And all this going on. Oh my God, they tried to hang him. We getting lynched. Everything. So we were actually feeding into this person's fabricated reality. You know what I'm saying?
Tory Lanez and Meg Thee Stallion.
All of that.
You see what I'm saying? But okay, we all
look at R. Kelly.
We all understand when there are a bunch of opinions floating around, right? Where my issue would come in is, which is why on this show, talking about Tory and Tory Lanez and Meg Thee Stallion, I specifically said every time, especially before the trial happened and before there was any evidence shown, I ain't saying nothing because I don't know, and until I didn't see the evidence, I don't even have an opinion. You know what I'm saying? I don't have an opinion because until I see the evidence.
Even then, even when the stuff came out, when y'all seen that he got locked up, y'all still formed an opinion off of something that still wasn't true. Y'all formed an opinion that he shot her. He did not get charged for shooting her.
I don't know that I.
So what happened again? He shot the ground and then it shot
the ground. He got charged with a firearm, but the assault, which he got charged for, was pointing the gun at her. In California, you do that. That's considered an assault. That's what he got charged for. Or convicted, not being charged.
So we should have said he shot at her.
Sure.
Okay,
that's quite possible.
But it's quite possible. Yeah. If during the trial, one of the things that came out was that she was treated for injuries to her feet. Okay, so now if people want to argue over how those injuries got there, whatever. You
Homeboy.
Whack 100.
No, the actor. I can't think of his name.
Jonathan Majors.
Yeah, he picked up the girl and put her in the car.
Yeah,
he got charged with assault because she got an injury to her finger.
Yeah.
For some people, like, did he really assault her?
But there was
the laws.
But there were stories. But see, that's what I'm saying. There was what I'm more so talking about is there were stories that were surrounding all of that, and then we saw the video.
But there's like,
but would you say he assaulted?
But
her?
Again, there's like reality.
I didn't say
there's like.
Would you say that?
There's like charging. There's like charges though. Like to me, the reality and charges don't always.
Go ahead, Jeff Duval.
No, I just want to say reality and charges don't always.
Agreed.
You know what I'm saying? Like again, like you said, he picked her up to put her in because she was drunk, right? I believe
something like that.
They were fighting. They were fighting.
Like he was trying to get her in the car, and then so like, but the charge was assault because that's where it.
She got injured in the process.
Yeah, that's where it slots under. Right, and they basically needed to find something for it to slot under.
But
so, you know what I'm saying? Like,
okay, but because of that,
but that's not like the reality.
Would you say that he actually assaulted her? Would
no,
you say
but that's what I'm saying. Like, there's the
yeah.
reality, and then there's charges. Like law is different.
I would say law is different because what I'm judging this case on, which is why before you go back to the jury room, bless you. Which is why before you go back to the jury room, you want the jury instructions to be very clear. I do. I want the jury instructions to be very clear. What am I judging? Because what I think doesn't matter as much as what it is I'm supposed to be judging.
Right.
So if you're giving me the clear guidelines to what it is that I'm allowed to judge on and what it is that I'm supposed to determine the truth or the fiction of, that makes a world of difference versus something that just happens. You see what I'm saying? There are people right now that say Derek Chauvin did not kill George Floyd.
Right. There's people that's going to say that. That think that. That's their perception.
Still right now they're saying that. So
right.
So that also goes to my point of I'm never going to shy away from information, more information. You know what I mean? Especially if it could be scientifically proven, especially.
Yeah.
But my point is there's still as always, there's always nuance. There's always levels of things.
It is. And we are diverting from another reality of what's going on in this world. Because I want to talk about the longshoremen.
Yeah,
shoremen and women. I forget the correct term.
Longshoremen.
Longshoremen. Thank you.
Yeah,
longshoremen men and women. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Yeah, no, I was waiting. I was waiting on you because I knew you said you want to talk about that. So
yeah, that's crazy. I mean, I just thought it was something that we definitely should discuss with a lot of people. It was today. Like it was still some people that still didn't know that was a thing.
Yeah, but God knows. See, that's what I'm saying. All of this stuff is hitting. Yeah, I had a conversation about that earlier. Not this specific issue, but the fact that we forget sometimes that we live in a 24-hour news cycle.
Mm-hmm.
There's always constantly news of something in your head, in your hands, at all times. So it's a matter of what you hone in on, what you want to pay attention to, what catches your interest, what concerns you most, which in this case, this is pretty big, whether you care about it or not. Yeah,
actually, this is huge.
Whether you care about it or not, if this lasts for a long time, everybody gonna know something soon.
Yeah.
So
wait, what are you talking about? I missed it.
The strike, the longshoreman strike.
Yeah.
Everybody's gonna know something because there's gonna be real life effects, just like there was during COVID. And I'm praying that this gets resolved quickly because we definitely don't need anything happening that's going to take us back down the road of the price gouging and bullcrap we are starting to go the right way on.
Yeah, if they start price gouging again, we gonna folks was tripping over
he's gonna
folks are tripping over
what
do you call it?
Just do something.
Toilet paper.
Right.
We can't go through that again.
That was crazy.
If they stay on strike, there's no way to avoid it. So
one day of strike already sets back services. I think it's like anywhere from at least 3 days all the way to about a week. So let's just say an average of 5 days. 1 day of them not doing deliveries and getting stuff processed puts a 5-day backlog on anything. So 5-day backlog on produce, 5-day backlog on, you know what I'm saying, medication, and you know what I'm saying, all the stuff that we need.
But that's also that's one of the reasons I say what I say about not just with the longshoremen and not appreciating them, not paying them. Your Costco and Sam's, they
still got to get the Costco and Sam's. Where do you think the stuff is coming from?
They still got to get it. Right. They got to get the stuff in. Maybe there's something about the process he knows that I don't. But I
think he's saying get what you can get now.
Oh yeah, I did. I went when I found out about the stuff Sunday. I went shopping. I even went today and just picked up a little bit more stuff just in case. So.
I mean, the crazy part about this is they always have money to do it. Like there's always money,
always will,
and it's like, again, we talked about this a little bit like last week about like how successful people are usually like terrible people, like morally, or when it comes to that, and it's like, dude, there's enough money for everybody, in my opinion.
You can still be down $100 billion and still be okay. You know what I'm saying? Like you could take this $100 billion loss. You know what I'm saying? And it's still you still got $800 million that you made. You know what I'm saying?
The problem in these situations is definitely greed, mostly because look, do I understand that you're running a business and you have successfully run this business you deserve to get the benefits of you creating that idea, that service, that whatever it is, no question about it, right?
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, if you think that, especially because we know how much big corporations hate unions, look, if you are not properly paying people and they're struggling, even though you're winning, you should take that loss.
Mm-hmm.
Now, where things become more difficult is, and this is why governing is hard. Regardless of what you do, somebody's still going to be upset, and somebody's still going to feel like it's not enough.
Mm-hmm.
So, in this situation, you just hope that you can negotiate something that's fair for both sides as quickly as possible, because everyone else is going to suffer.
What they're wanting is they want more money, and they want to halt the process of adding like the robots in or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like
SAG. It's like SAG and the Writers Guild.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah,
and it's like it's crazy because I was looking at just to get some stats, and it's like, all right, they're talking about basically the whole East Coast, so from Texas shoreline all the way up to Maine. You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure Javon got people up there in that whole little region up there that doing the whole little thing. Shout out to them.
Yeah, Vermont.
But that whole coastline covers, I think they said it covers 70% of the United States, like the coverage that produce and everything that comes in, it covers 70% of the United States. Everything else comes in from like the West Coast.
It's already in effect now. As I understand it, Ryan, they are already striking as of today.
They already strike. Today was their first day.
Yeah, they're striking as of today. So,
well, actually, again, like yesterday at 11:30. You know what I'm saying?
We gotta pray this crap is over with before the weekend, because Lord Jesus.
I mean, it's just they got money, dude. It's just so frustrating because it's like a small group. In every company, there's a small group of people that's getting super wealthy.
Yep.
And then, like, dog, man, if y'all just let go a little bit, it ain't gonna mess you up.
Right. But that's also the reason why I hate to harp on the election, but that's also the reason why the election is going to be very that is one of the biggest issues at hand, because everybody talks about how great the economy was when Trump cut taxes before. It was great. It felt good to have that extra $50, $100 in your check. You know what I'm saying, that from the tax cuts. But if you had that $50, $100, $150 on your check, what you think the people up top had?
Right. But did you realize that you had to pay all that the next year? So it's
you can't have that.
Cool.
Like, you can't have that conversation.
But then you doubling right back on that.
Trying to have that conversation is,
you know what I'm saying?
To me, there's no excuse for the richest Americans among us to be paying, at the least, you should be paying the exact amount of taxes I am. At the least.
Right.
At the least.
Right.
At the least. I don't want to hear nothing about we supply jobs. So freak what? Even if you didn't supply those jobs, somebody's gonna supply them. You know what I'm saying? Like that. Don't do that. There's no reason, and there's no excuse for you not to be paying the same amount of taxes, if not more than I am. Period. If somebody's making $30,000 a year, and because you're making $1 billion a year, you think you should pay less taxes? That's insane. That's insane. Just because it makes no sense whatsoever. It's nonsensical. You know what I'm saying? Right. So,
and they'll look you right in the face and be like, "I shouldn't have to pay."
Yeah,
they look you right in the, like, I can't understand. I can't understand that thought process, like, because, but again, we've never had that amount of money, and a lot of those dudes come from money.
If I got myself,
so money has always been, but you're thinking of it like you came from wherever you came from, and then you get this money up here. And a lot of times, the people who started here and then came up here, they try to give back to their community and all that other stuff. Like, they are beholden to a community. Because you think about, like, it's funny. I was just watching Gil's Arena, and he was asking, all of the ex-players. They were like, "Yo, what was the one? What got you caught up? Like, like what was the hardest thing about being a baller?" And they all, to a man, was like taking care of family, taking care of friends.
I can believe it.
And like that, and so you see all the people that came from nothing, they got to take care of like everybody.
There's a difference between taking care of somebody like family and friend, and you operating a business that you have thousands of employees. At that point,
well, no, I'm just saying, like,
let me take care of them so the business can run.
No. I agree. I'm just saying the mentality. I'm just talking about the mentality. I'm talking about the mentality of somebody who started with nothing and got something, as opposed to people who start with something and just get a little bit more. Like, some of these people have never been in a grocery store. Like, think of that. Like, they don't go to grocery stores to get their food. And it's a disconnect.
Some people that are so out of touch. Like,
but that's the point. Yeah.
Like, I remember. Was it? I know it came from a movie. I know it came from a Tyler Perry movie, but then they actually asked him. It was either him or Oprah. Like, so do you know actually the cost of milk right now?
Oh yeah, I saw that.
You know what I'm saying? I think it was Oprah. She was like,
yeah, Oprah ain't been poor for a while. So
you know what I'm saying? So it's like, after a while, they are going to get out of touch. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's impossible not to.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know. We've never had that amount of resources at our disposal. So, like, to understand that mentality is like foreign. It's like aliens. It's like aliens to us. Like, but at least with Tyler and Oprah, they can think back to when they were broke.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? So they can remember what it was like that. Some of these people ain't never been broke a day in their life.
You can remember what it was like to be in that space, but also, for me personally, and I've said this for a while, and I know as me and Danny continue to grow in Fourth Wall and the other things that we are vested in and creating, in my opinion, and maybe I'm alone, I don't know, but if I'm doing well, my company, my ideas are doing well, and I'm out here doing my thing, but my employees are being paid the same as other people in the industry, I feel like I'm doing something wrong. If I'm successful, my company and the people that work for that company to make me successful should be just as. It doesn't mean you should make the same amount of money as I do, obviously, because if it's my idea, if it's my whatever, obviously nobody's going to be mad that you get paid more than they do if it's your idea, right? Mm-hmm. But I'm not going to set what I pay my employees based on the industry and say, well, Costco pays them that much, so that's what I'm going to pay them. You see what I'm saying? If I'm in that regard, I'd rather set the standard, especially if I have it to do it.
What's the dude who has the company that he pays like his people like 2 or 3 times like the value of their position? I can't remember. This dude,
I think I know what you're talking about.
He got like long hair. I don't even know what the company is, but like he talks about how his productivity is up. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
right.
And it's just funny, like people hate going to work when they don't get paid well. Like if you get paid well, 9 times out of 10, you got no problem going to work.
Even if you hate that job,
decent pay and a great like home work life balance. Those 2 things right there.
I'm Gucci. I'm Gucci. Even if I don't love my job, if I'm getting paid enough to be able to live well, be able to move around with my family, especially if you are in a successful company, and don't get it twisted. I am not saying that millionaires that built that company themselves or whatever. I am not saying that those
ain't nobody built a company themselves. Ideas, I don't care.
No, I know.
They not name one of them.
This is my point. This is all my point is that like Bezos. Everybody thinks they can do something, but either you didn't do it or you working for the person that actually did do it.
Yeah, right? But Bezos was rich too, wasn't he? He was born in money, wasn't he?
I don't know, but
I'm almost certain because didn't his parents give him the money?
Yeah, but even if he did, the service that he's providing with Amazon, the idea to do that and accomplishing it, he deserves.
Nobody's saying that they don't deserve to be paid well. But I'm saying if you're getting paid absurdly high, and the people who are doing the job for you now that you had to do before, but now they are doing the job, they getting peanuts.
No, we're
something got to give.
We're completely in agreement on that, and Kenny's right. Steve Jobs is a good example too. You know what I'm saying? What he did for Apple. You know what I'm saying? To my understanding, he didn't come from money. Zuckerberg is another good example. He didn't come from money. Him creating Facebook and getting to where
Zuckerberg didn't come from money?
No. He just smart.
Not like.
Oh, I thought he did. I was wrong.
No, not like millionaire money. But that's what I'm saying. Regardless of like, I admire the people that are, even if you had money and then you took something and made it more. Made it better, you increased it, whatever. You deserve your credit. You deserve that money. All I'm saying is to me personally, as an owner, it should be proportional with the people that helped you get there. You know that if you have employees, if I don't care how awesome Amazon is, it crumbles without the people that are working there. Simple. You know what I'm saying?
Let's not even talk about. And I want to. It just makes me go back to the topic at hand. Because even though we're talking about Amazon, we still got to talk about these longshoremen and that whole thing, because the goods that are coming on these
they're providing them
are some of your Amazon stuff.
Yep. Yeah, I agree 100%. Like that's what I'm saying. But and that's also why it's so stupid to be. I understand why you as a billionaire will be concerned about unions or hate them, but at the same time, trying to fight against unions makes you look terrible.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's funny. We should have talked about it. We could talk about it next time. But I was thinking about the Vince McMahon documentary.
I haven't watched it yet.
It's really good. And they were talking about how like Jesse Ventura was trying to create a union. Yeah. He's trying to unionize them. And if you know anything about wrestlers, dude, they gotta pay. They travel. Mm-hmm. They gotta pay like. For a lot of stuff, like I think they got to pay for. I'm not sure. I don't think they get like. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong, but I'm almost certain they don't get healthcare. Basically,
it's changed here recently.
Yeah, so basically they got to pay for a lot, and back then it was worse. It was way.
Oh yeah, worse. It was much worse.
And so, but it's funny because Hogan, man, I don't think I was ever a fan of Hulk Hogan, maybe as a kid, but that dude is terrible. He is a terrible human being.
Mm.
Like he basically dimed out Jesse Ventura to Vince.
Not basically.
Yeah, he
not basically. Out. He admitted it.
He went and told Vince, and Vince called every wrestler who was supposed to go to this big meeting to talk about it, and was basically like, if you go to this meeting, you ain't got no job.
Yeah, he but that happens all across the country with these type of companies. It's disgusting. But you know, that is one of the things that, but it's also like that because America is a capitalistic country, which to me there's nothing wrong with being with capitalism. It's just, but you can't want capitalism without.
You can have capitalism and still share the wealth, though.
But the argument is always going to come down to how much sharing. You see what I'm saying? Like how much sharing? What's a fair share of me paying anything? You know what I'm saying, or whatever. And that's what it. And then once it gets to a certain amount, socialism is going to come in.
It's the same thing. Like
it's going to never end.
Like the world we live in keeps getting more and more expensive. So it should be commiserate to the world that we live in. Like
I agree.
I was just talking to my cousin about. I was talking to Jamari about this, and we were talking about how like in the 50s and 60s and 70s, you could buy a house. You could have a house, 2 cars, on one salary, and your salary would be like $30K.
and take vacations.
And take vacations.
Yeah,
it'd be like 30-40K, and like, but now, like, you didn't have to pay for internet back in the day.
And the crazy thing about it in that time period is that they designed the economy to be like that after the Great Depression. They designed it that way. It rested that way, and then they started passing things for the rich people to get to insanely rich levels. And now the amount of money that CEOs, CFOs, and all of them make versus their employees explodes per year. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, and people know it. We all see the charts. We all see these things, and we just are not taking active steps to go against it. Partly because in America, you don't want to be thought of as a communist, a socialist, anything like that. You know what I'm saying? So if you start presenting ideas that are trying to say that there should be a better fair share or whatever, then unless it's the person that is directly affecting, they're gonna have an issue.
Yeah, we'll talk about the McMahon thing next week.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about it next week because I think next week I have to see if Danny's gonna be on for next week. I think he is, and if he is, then I think we're doing the draft for wrestling. Yeah. So before we go, we need to do the list.
Yeah, let's do it.
And then, like I said, next Tuesday, we're planning to do. We just have to decide what we want to do because I had the idea to try to draft the best.
You were talking about best faction, right?
Yeah, to try to draft the best faction. So drafting the wrestlers that you would love to see in a faction, and then y'all decide who has the best faction, whose faction will be who.
I think it should be promotion. Like you got your own promotion. Who are the wrestlers that you want to pick to start your promotion?
Yeah, Javon was talking about promotion. You know, we just got to figure that out, and maybe we'll put a poll up and let y'all vote on that, and then that'll be the draft that we do next week. Yeah. So
all right, we're doing this. Top 5 workout songs.
And again, I want to, for everybody that came in after the fact. All right, Kenny. For everybody that came in after the fact, I can't tell you what to watch, but the debate, the vice presidential debate, comes on at 9. I encourage you to watch it. I think this election is extremely important. So, all right. So let's do the list. I'll do mine first. I'll go ahead and get out of the way.
Top 5 workout songs. Let's do it.
Top 5 workout songs, and I will preface this by saying, y'all know this already. Never mind. You know what I'm saying? You know this already. We're doing a best list, which is a mix between greatest and our favorites. I don't put stuff on my list unless I personally listen to it, watch it, whatever. Right. So for me, number 5, and this song is on here because it is literally perfect with the cadence I run to when I'm sprinting or jogging or anything like that. Ray Shremmerd, how do you say it?
Ray Shremmerd.
Yeah, Ray Shremmerd, Power Glide. Bruh. that song, my feet literally fall on the ground in perfect cadence to that song. It is the best running song I know of. It's amazing. I love it.
Okay.
Perfect.
I never heard that song before.
Number 4, and it is a newer song, but that crap is fire for you to work out to when I'm lit. You know, when we lift somewhere or something like that, like it's great to lift to, it's great to run to, whatever. 21 Savage, Red Rum.
Okay.
If you can't get motivated by that song, I don't know what to tell you. You know what I'm saying? Now, I'm not saying it should motivate you to do the wrong things. You know what I'm saying? But for weightlifting, fantastic. Number 3, and I'm doing this as a nod to. I can't say that it's not a great. I can't say that it's not a great song, but I also know that it's a nod to a lot of people out there that hold this song in high regard. Eminem, Lose Yourself. I can't even lie and say it's not a great song to work out to. It is. It's a great song.
It's a great song, man.
Yeah, I can't say it's not. So Eminem, Lose Yourself is number 3. Number 2, one of my favorite songs of all time. Kanye, Nicki Minaj, Rick Ross, Jay-Z, Monster.
Okay.
One of my favorite songs of all time.
That's a good one.
There's nothing I can't do with that song. Nothing. I'm gonna rap all the lyrics. I'm gonna always do Nicki Minaj's part. One of my favorite songs ever. Number 1 is only number 1 because of the impact that it has had on pop culture, and still to this day has an insane level of impact. Some because of movie franchise and other things, but it is the standard for montages. Survivor, Eye of the Tiger. I mean, it is the standard. I mean, come on.
I was not expecting that.
I can't lie, though. I can't lie. Not to mention, if you're working out, it's not like it's a bad song to work out to. It's not. But it is literally for montages of anything, it is perfect. I mean, I'm just saying.
All right. I'm going to go.
All right.
Now, again, these are my favorite workout songs. I don't even care. I don't even care about best or worst. These are my favorite. So when I work out, I need angry music. All right. Like I need angry music. I need music that make me mad.
You need to listen to Red Rum.
I need angry music. I also need good music. So just it's probably why I'm not gonna listen to that song. Number 5, DMX, Get At Me, Dog.
Okay.
The moment I first heard that song, I was like, yep, I can bench to this. I can bench to this.
Yeah.
Okay, so DMX, Get At Me, Dog. Number 4, I have loved this song since the moment I heard it. It was a hit, but it wasn't like super big, but it's like the song that like it gets me going. I actually missed the song too. I messed up. All right, number 4 though. Drag On and Juvenile, Down Bottom. That song, man. You know,
oh yeah. Okay,
bruh.
Okay.
I be sitting there like, oh, I perk up when they hit when your playlist, bruh.
It's gonna at least make you drum major or something,
bruh.
I be make you do something,
up, man. I'll be like, I'll tell you, I'm not even joking. I was like doing the workout, and I had just got off, like I had just finished the treadmill, but I had my headphones in. And like that joint came on, I went and did some more crunches. I was like, nope, I can't waste the song. I got to finish. All right, number 3. I'm gonna switch this one. Number 3, I gotta do Nuck If You Buck.
Yeah, absolutely.
Nuck If You Buck. That's definitely my number 3 one, because that song, my goodness.
I can do
I like angry songs.
I didn't put Nuck If You Buck on mine because y'all already know. I mean, I feel like I don't even need to say it.
Number 2, Eminem, man, Lose Yourself, man. That's like my favorite workout song. That's my favorite, like, inspirational. It's like one of my favorite inspirational songs. Like that, it's like perfect for me. It's a perfect song. And I'm not a big Eminem fan, but everything listening to that song is like, get your butt up and get to work.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
And then number 1, Bone Crusher, Never Scared.
Mm.
That's my number 1. I cannot not work out when that song comes on. I might have to like drop and do.
That's a good one.
Push-ups as soon as that song drops.
That's a good one. I could probably run in cadence to that, but
bro, when Killer Mike comes on, I gotta man. I could be like struggling, but I got it. All right, yeah, those are my 5. I told you, I like angry. I like angry ass.
It makes sense.
Right.
It makes sense.
All right, man, go ahead, John.
All right, so I'm kind of like Javon. I need like angry stuff that's like really going to like push me, get me motivated or whatever. Mm-hmm. And I'm also like bass heavy. I like
me too. Yep.
So my number 5 is No Play in GA, Pastor Troy. When I hear them gunshots,
But you know what? My favorite Pastor Troy, the Pastor Troy song that I like to work out to,
Vice versa.
Champion. Oh, okay.
Dun, 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 the Goldberg beat. Man. All right, but No Play in GA. Yeah,
No Play in GA.
Mm-hmm.
I never ate on that ever.
That's my joint, man.
My number 4, Rick Ross, Hold Me Back. These niggas can't hold me back. These niggas, it's just one of those tight joints. So mentally, y'all can't stop me. You know what I'm saying? It does that for me.
Okay.
Number 3, OT Genesis, Push It. Same thing. I'm lifting weights. Push it. Like, go get the money. Go get the money. They got a little upbeat to it. I like that.
I'll look out for that one.
Yeah. Okay. And then number 2, Meek Mill's Dreams and Nightmares. Hold up, wait a minute. Y'all thought I was finished.
That's a good one.
My wife likes
that's a good one.
I'm going ham.
That's number 3 or 2. What was that?
Number 2.
Number 2.
Number 2. Okay.
That's a good one.
And my number 1, especially for me to run to, Bombs Over Baghdad.
Okay, that's a perfect running song.
In the video.
I can see that.
That's a perfect running song.
My favorite run song is still Power Glide, but if I'm sprinting, J Balvin and Beyonce's Mahente, perfect. My feet literally fall. Boom, 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 boom. Anything where my feet are hitting the ground on the beat, I'm in there.
See, I don't do too much running though.
Yeah,
like I usually do. I might power walk. No, dead serious. Like my knee is jacked, so like me running because like I can run outside, which is crazy. Like I can run outside. Like me and my son used to go running when it was warmer, but I can't run on a treadmill. It hurts my knee.
What about on a bike?
I don't usually get on bikes, man. When I go in the gym, like I'm usually either it's chest, back, biceps and triceps.
Gotcha.
And I know I need to do more. I need to do more legs.
If you want cardio, though, the bike is, especially for somebody that has a knee thing, it's good for that.
I'm not trying to, but that's the thing. I'm not trying to do a ton of cardio. Like I'm trying to I want to like sculpt.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying? Like I don't want to. I used to want to get bigger, and I was doing that. Like I was getting bigger, and then I lost weight, and then I gained weight, and then I lost weight. So it's just hard for me to keep it on. So like I'm like I don't care about keeping it on anymore. Like
I got this sauce in my head now, bro. Dang.
I got 2 songs that I wanted to put on. I just couldn't
find. Go ahead. What's your honorable mentions?
Waka Flocka, Hard in the Paint.
Okay.
And Kanye's workout plan. I love that song.
Hey, Sierra's joint, Level Up.
Okay. Hold on.
Level Up is crazy.
Oh, Nori, Banned from TV. That's a good one.
That's a good one.
Oh, what's the LL song? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Blaze the Hot Trizzy sound. That's a good one for it. I'm telling you, all I got is like angry ass music on my playlist.
Right.
I was like, huh, this it's mostly like Southern music too, though.
Y'all already know what
tempo.
Yeah,
y'all already know two of my honorable mentions. I know you.
What? They Not Like Us or Not Like Us?
Yeah.
I was going to say that just to mess with them, but
yep. I can Not Like Us.
I was going to actually put like for me, my honorable mention is going to be Like That. I do like that. I like the tempo.
Okay. What, Not Like Us?
No, Like That.
Oh,
Future and Kendrick.
What's a good tempo song is Nori. What Super Thug.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What?
Yeah,
that'd be a good run song for me. That'd be a good run song for me.
I'm trying to think.
What else?
I know what I love. Lloyd Banks, Warrior.
I'm
like any music that's like telling me that I'm a badass is
right.
I'm listening to.
You know what I'm saying? Like I need stuff like that. Like another one for me, like every once in a while, cause I got a playlist. So and I keep it on shuffle. That way I don't learn the playlist.
Yeah.
I keep it on shuffle. But anytime I hear Ace Hood, Hustle Hard.
Yeah, that's a good one. All I Do Is Win is a good one too.
Yeah. That is. That was another song that I used to run to. Like, God, man, it was Cardi. Dang,
I do. Jim Jones, Ballin'.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a good one for me. You know, it's hard to do. It's hard to work out to Jay-Z songs.
That's a couple joints I like.
I mean, like Jigga What is one.
PSA is a good one.
PSA, you're right.
There's a song off the 444 joint. It got reggae beat to it, and I can run to that or whatever.
What's the name of the song? Jovito.
Hola, Hovey.
Yeah. I take it back. I'm wrong. No, he got a few. He got some.
You got
Busta got a lot.
Yeah, Busta got a lot too.
Busta got a lot.
There's
the one with him and MOP. That's definitely a workout song.
Annie Up.
Annie Up. Yeah, Annie Up is
a good one.
Yeah.
Y'all. That one.
All in check.
Woo-ha. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, Mama Said Knock You Out is a good one too.
Oh yeah.
That's definitely.
Now that you were talking about abs, like whenever I'm doing the joint, there's a song I can't think of. I was trying to scroll see if I can find it, but it's the joint. I think it's Mario. It's like love and you love. Why did you want to break up? What you want to break up?
Oh, it's R&B.
Yeah, it's kind of like it's an R&B joint, but the tempo to it and like the beat switches. So like when the beat switches, I'm like. Yeah, I get my little mode and just be switching like my workout. Like anytime I switches on the tempo, I just do a different kind of workout or whatever.
I could work out the sicko mode for that reason. Sicko mode is still one of my favorites.
Half of sicko mode is. Yeah.
I could definitely work out the sicko mode, bro.
That's what that was a joint on a list I wanted to do, like songs where like the beat switches and they have like two, like that's gonna be on one.
Sicko mode, definitely. That joint. Whew. Sheesh. Yeah. But I know we gotta go. Please, while we go take care of things that we must, y'all go watch the debate. Appreciate you, Sean.
Yeah.
Y'all go watch the debate. I'm getting ready to go catch what I can, try and find something to eat. Next week, again, I'll check in with Danny to make sure that we're good for the draft next week. If not, we'll come up with another fire list for y'all. But regardless,
we got a whole list of them now.
Yeah, exactly. You know what I'm saying?
We got enough for weeks.
So we appreciate y'all. We appreciate y'all as always, man. Thank y'all for coming and watching. Thank y'all for letting people know about the show. We'll see y'all next Tuesday. Go watch the debate and make sure you vote and somebody vote.